Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, it's 9 a.m., and here is your mornings with Sue. I hope you're just as excited as I am. I do have something. Hi. You're always on time, right, Michael? So today I actually want to talk about being the change in your business. Good morning. And but first, before that, I actually want to share a very, very cute story that I had with my cat this morning. And if you have any kind of cute stories with your pets, please let me know too. I mean, we're all pet lovers, so might as well just share some. So I was sleeping this morning, and my cat Sushi always comes. Thank you, comes to me in the morning to cuddle with me. And she did it super, super cute today. She actually usually doesn't even like to really cuddle. Like she doesn't like if I put my arm around her. But today she did like it, and she actually put her head on my pillow next to me and literally just looked at me. Like we just were like eye to eye. It was so adorable. And usually that doesn't happen, but it was very, very magical, and I really loved it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because those moments are just the ones that make me so happy. And I'm sure you can relate. So if you have anything really cute to share, I would love to hear that too. So anyway, I did share a post about being the change over the weekend on Instagram. If you haven't seen it yet, just hop onto my Instagram account, instagram.com/Sue Grady, and you can read it. And I want to make it today's topic on the show, being the change, because it's so important to know that we do have the power to make a change. It's not just in regular life. I know there's currently there's a lot going on in the world, and sometimes we feel like, okay, we just can't do anything about it. It's just one of us. It's just one voice, and we can't really cause much change. So, but I do want you to be, I'm not even going to talk about the world right now because it's just too much going on right now, but still we can change it. But anyway, in your business, it's very, very important that you understand that you are the leader in your business. You're your own boss. And I do want to share you a story that I had when I was in corporate. I was a district manager for a retail company of several, and I was responsible for several stores. And as soon as I started training, my boss basically told me, Sue, you can never come to me with any sort of problems. You have to find a solution first, or if you have a couple solutions, and then we can discuss. But we're not talking about any problems, which kind of shocked me. I was in my early 20s, and I was like, how am I supposed to do that? I want some support. You're my boss, right? That's what I thought at that time. But then I quickly learned it's actually not like that. If you're a leader, you are responsible for your own problem solving. And especially now, you are the leader of your dog walking business. You are your own boss. Just imagine if you are, if you have employees, like you even want your employees down the road to be problem solvers, not just come with problems to you. So just imagine there are all these problems, and you're just constantly busy figuring out problems. And so you really want somebody who's capable of making their own decisions, having their own thoughts, and just come up with solutions. And that's exactly what you should be in your business, because so many times I see it especially in regular life. People are just complaining about everything. It's definitely good sometimes when you just meet a person, you can kind of bond over a certain complaint you guys have, but it should never go that far that the whole conversation goes about that. It could be the bonding, and then like, hey, let's talk about what we can actually do about it, right? So there are ways, of course, to mingle and socialize, or during a meet and greet to really connect with a person, but it should never be the main point. And I do want to drive this home because it's just so important, because once you actually understand that you can make a difference in your business, that you are a leader, you have control of your business. And I do see it with a lot of you, thankfully. If you have questions, you just ask the question. So I do get a lot of questions, which I really, really love, because that means you're not just sitting there and saying, oh, I don't have enough clients, oh, I don't make enough money, or I'm just so not organized. But you're actually doing something, you're asking questions, you're educating yourself, and you're making that change. So every once in a while, of course, it's really important to vent. So if you are in a really, like if you're just in a tough spot right now, and you there's just a lot of stuff coming at you, and there's just a lot of problems showing up, it's okay to vent, like probably like once a week or every 2 weeks to a friend, or just let it out, go in a forest and just scream about it. But then you have to go back to problem solver mode. That's just you as a leader. That's just really what I want to drive home. You are a leader. And you have to, when things go wrong, it's most of the time your fault, and you have to accept that responsibility. And that was something I have learned a few years back, to really accept responsibility. And that made my life so much better, because really every single decision you're making, every single policy you're not implementing, every single thing you're not discussing with your client beforehand, or every single little thing you're not showing your employee or you're not modeling to your employee is going to come back to you, and you have to accept responsibility. So I'm talking directly really about the business. So everything that literally goes wrong is your responsibility. Even if it's not your fault, you have to see it as your responsibility. And not complaining about it is the best way to go. I always say, I mean, I do smile a lot, especially if you don't know me personally. I rarely look sad or unhappy or so. Even if I'm sad, I try to smile, because it's just my natural state. And I do have my personal motto: if crying doesn't help, laugh or smile. Because so many times crying and bitching about it and just being upset about certain things just does not help. So I want to invite you for a challenge. And I did write it in the Instagram post too, but I do want to do it like this, live. And I want to follow up with you guys as well. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Over the next week now, whenever, even in personal life, I want you to get in the right mindset, right? Because mindset is actually the most important part of growing personally and in your business. Whenever a problem comes up and you're about to complain about it, at least this week, just stop. Think of a solution. You don't have to implement that solution yet. I just really want you to get into that mindset. So every time for one whole week, just make that promise to yourself. Whenever something comes up that you're just not happy with in regular life, in your business, just stop you right there. And it might be hard in the beginning, because there's just so many things sometimes, and once we're actually so taught to just keep complaining about some certain stuff, or just pointing certain things out that we're not happy with, we are kind of in that mode. We kind of taught ourselves that, if you are indeed that, but a lot of people have that problem, which is completely fine, because everybody else around us kind of complains. So it's hard not to be like that person, but I do want you to change. So whenever you see a problem, whenever something comes up, a struggle, just stop, be conscious of your thought, and think about a solution. So if you think about, oh, that client, sucks, or that client treated me this way, or that person didn't greet me back when I greeted them, or something like, something stupid like that. But with clients, of course, it's more and more important if they shoot you an email and you're not happy with what they're saying, like cutting down services, cutting back services, or whatever it might be. Just stop. Don't be upset about it. They have their reasons. You have your reasons for this, the way you think about it. And then just bring up a solution. You can first cool off for 24 hours. That's what I'm always recommending. Cool off with anything important for 24 to 48 hours. And then think about a really good way. You as a leader, put yourself in your leader mode and write a nice email back, explaining your policies or explaining the way it works and what you're looking to get out of this relationship, or what has to change, or what can change, or whatever. If you need guidance on that, just let me know. I'm more than happy to walk you more through with that. But you definitely have more control of your business and actually control of your life once you actually realize that you have responsibility for your own life. Whatever happens in your own life, your money problems, your relationship problems, if you're happy, if you're fulfilled, if you are in the right business, if you live in the right place, everything is your responsibility and everything goes back to you. It's literally the CEO of the company. The buck stops here, right? And I do completely believe that. I always take responsibility, even if my employees are not doing, I'm sorry, all the text coming in. Even if my employees are not doing a good job, then that just means that I didn't train them enough. So you have to get in the right mode of being a CEO of your business, being a CEO of your own life. So for 1 week, please, do me a solid and let me know how it goes. I know we're not perfect, so it might be hard at first, and you might forget about it, but just catch yourself. Be kind to yourself. You're trying to make a fundamental change in your entire thinking. So whenever something negative comes up, think about something where you could do to make it better. And if you can do anything to make it better, then let it go. You know what you don't worry about things that you can change. If you can change them, then you just can change them. That's just the way it is. So are you up for it? I hope so. That should be it for today. Be in control of your own life, of your own business, and be the change, people. I'm always saying that. Be the change. And that's my complete life motto. If I want to see change, you have to implement change. If you want to see change, be the change. I hope that helped. I wish you a wonderful Monday. And I hope, I'm talking about the weather. It's kind of cloudy here, but I think it's going to be really nice and sunny. At least we don't have snow in New Jersey. So I don't know. Thank you. Thanks, Mike. I wish you a wonderful day too. I hope wherever you are, it's nice and warm. That's where I actually want to, that's where I want to implement a change, to move at some point somewhere where it's just nice and warm. I'm not so sure if I'm going to miss the seasons. Who knows? Everybody always misses the seasons once they're moved somewhere else, like California. So anywho, have a great day. Bye, guys.